the Chief Secretary, Home Secretary, and their colleagues, DGP and their colleagues. After doing all this, we report back to the media in a press conference in the state. And same process was followed this time also. While finalizing poll dates, examination schedules of various state boards, CBSE, other relevant factors like various festivals, including festivals which have religious kind of bindings, for example, when people are fasting, etc. Harvest season in certain parts of the country, as well as the inputs obtained from the weather department, are also adequately factored in. In fact, behind the scenes, I would like to tell you that our colleagues, the senior deputy commissioner and all his colleagues, they have been slogging for maybe months together to work out all these things. They do every time, they have done this time also. The Commission firmly believes that the purity of electoral roll is the foundation of credible elections. We have been constantly monitoring the health of the rolls in the country, and after the introduction of Aeronet, now we have a pan-India monitoring systems here in Delhi. The electoral rolls have been revised with reference to 11/2019 as qualifying date. Process of continuous updation shall continue till the last date of filing nominations. Total electorate in the final published roll would be in the vicinity of 900 million compared to 814.5 in 2014. This marks an increase of 84.3 million voters since 2014. There are 15 million voters in the age group of 18 to 19. 38,325 third gender others. 71,735 overseas electors. Service electors more than 1.6 million. 99.36 electors have EPIC cards. 23 states and UTs have 100% EPIC coverage. The Commission continues to try the maximum coverage of EPIC still. In this direction, some major initiatives were taken. VVIP Voter Verification and Information Program launched to aid voters in checking their names in the rolls. Toll-free 1950 for checking names through SMS. Special camps organized for enrollment of eligible voters who are left out. No suo motu deletion of names after final publication of electoral roll is permitted. No deletion modification after 10 days of announcement of elections without prior approval of the Commission. Official voter slips, including those in Braille for our voters, for persons with disability voters. This is distributed or shall be distributed at least 5 days before the poll to all enrolled voters. This process is rigorously monitored and schedule of distribution shared with the public representatives. In fact, at every stage, all these things are shared with the public representatives. However, we would like to make it clear that photo voter slip issued at the last minute shall be used for guidance, but not as a proof of identity in the polling stations. We have already given a very detailed ad 2-3 days back that that slip will not be the proof of identity, but there are 11 other options which can be used to cast your vote, provided, of course, the name is on the electoral roll. A voter's guide in vernacular English is being handed over in these elections to every household, giving all relevant information. On the ballot unit, below the name of the last candidate, there will be a button for Nota option for the voters who do not wish to vote for any of the candidates. And as an additional measure to eliminate confusion in the minds of our voters, where you press the button in front of that, there's a photograph of the candidate also, so that you make a more conscious choice, seeing the photograph of the candidate for whom you want to vote. Voter assistant booths will be set up at every polling station to extend facilitation to the voters. There are approximately 10 lakh polling stations this year as compared to 9 lakh in 2014, an increase of 10.1%. Why I have used the word approximately is that in some special circumstances, for example, exigencies of weather, snowfall, etc., with the permission of the Commission, a new or auxiliary polling station can be opened even at the last minute. Of course, before the elections. Assured minimum polling facilities at all polling stations like drinking water, electricity, shade, toilets, ramps, and a standard voting compartment are being provided. And these are monitored very closely by the Commission in the meeting with the collectors, video conferences, and the meeting with the Chief Secretary. Efforts are also being made to make voting comfortable, accessible, and sensitive, particularly to the needs of senior citizens, persons with disability, and ladies. VVPATs will be used with EVM at all polling stations in this election. Adequate number of both have been made available for smooth conduct of elections. The ballot units already reached the destination as per requirement, 23.3 lakhs. The control unit, 16.35 lakhs, and VVPATs, 17.4 lakhs. This also includes, by the way, reserve units, because as per the SOP, for example, if the control unit starts malfunctioning, then entire thing is changed. But if the VVPAT stops malfunctions, VVPAT is changed, something like that. And these are details. So accordingly, the requirement as well as the reserves have been worked out. The Commission has specified elaborate standard operating procedures for EVMs and VVPATs, including FLC, mock poll, two-stage randomization, mandatory VVPAT slip count in one randomly selected polling station per assembly segment. There are very stringent security and administrative protocols related to the machines, including their storage movement, usage, as well as handling reserve and VVPATs. In fact, after these 4 or 5 anecdotal incidents of the last 5 poll-gone states, new fresh SOPs have been issued for making the last mile transportation even of the reserve EVMs very, very stringent and rigid, including the putting of monitoring by GPS, etc. The Commission has laid a lot of emphasis on widespread demonstration and awareness activities at the assembly as well as booth level